Thank you for supporting the 2025 Wisconsin HOSA Regional Leadership Competition. We are extremely grateful for your interest and willingness to partner with us to serve as event personnel for our regional competitions this year. My name is Fran Grant, and I serve as a Wisconsin HOSA Event Personnel Coordinator. I work closely with Noah Mutter-Schultz, Wisconsin HOSA State Director, and Christina Petrin, Wisconsin HOSA State Advisor. Lena Joke and the rest of the CE management team provide additional program leadership and guidance. After watching this orientation and reviewing the materials that have been shared with you, if you have any questions, please contact me directly and I will be glad to follow up with you. Introductions aside, as our regional leadership competitions remain in a virtual format, we are excited for this opportunity to reach various health professionals, educators, and alumni that may not have otherwise been able to join us if this event were held in person. This year, Wisconsin HOSA is pleased to report that there will be nearly 3,000 regional competitors from 116 different chapters participating in this year's regionals, which is an increase of over 900 competitors from 2024. This event would not be possible without your support. So on behalf of all of our secondary division members from across the state, thank you. For those of you who are assigned to one of the competitive events scheduled for Saturday, January 11th, all these events will be held in a live format using Zoom. Please join the Zoom meeting 30 minutes prior to the event's start time. Now, what will this look like in a virtual format? And what exactly is your role as a holding room attendant? If you've been assigned as a holding room attendant, again, please join the respective Zoom meeting 30 minutes prior to your assigned event's start time. A Zoom link will be shared in a Google Calendar invite by January 6th. HRAs will be provided a brief orientation by a CE team member and made co-hosts on the day of the event. HRAs will be moved into breakout holding rooms for their respective event/sections and provided with competitor materials. Competitors and/or teams will join approximately 5 minutes prior to their individual appointment time and be moved to a holding room. HRAs will confirm competitors or teams' names as displayed correctly. That they are displayed correctly in the following format: the chapter, the competitor or team ID number. The section leader will notify the holding room attendant when the judge is ready for the next competitor or team. HRAs will move competitors or teams into respective breakout rooms when the judges are ready. HRAs will ensure master competitor tracking chart is completed accurately for the tabulations team. Also, you will be responsible to let the tabulations team know if there weren't any no-shows. Some holding rooms will be for one event. Some might be for multiple events, and others may include multiple sections of the same event based on the number of volunteers that were available and the greatest need for support. If you have been assigned the role of a section leader, your responsibilities are a little bit different. Section leaders, or SLs, will join the Zoom meeting 30 minutes prior to the start time. You will get a link via Google Calendar invite by January 6th. SLs will be provided a brief orientation by a CE team member and made a co-host. SLs will be moved into breakout rooms and provided with competitor materials to share with judges and/or competitors if applicable. Competitors or teams will be moved into their breakout room at their individual appointment times. SLs will verify correct competitor or team is present in the breakout room. SLs will activate judges in the HOSA online judging system prior to the initial competitor and assist with advancing the judges in the system to ensure the correct rubric is showing for each competitor. SLs will stop the competitor after the allotted time has concluded. SLs will notify the holding room attendants when the judge is ready for the next competitor or team. SLs will provide the judge with tabulations team Zoom link upon completing scoring of the final competitor or team to ensure they debrief with the event personnel coordinator. And all scores have been confirmed as received prior to being dismissed. Section leaders, this is very important. You will need to use a different email than the one you are affiliated with as a HOSA advisor. You should have completed the orientation form with this email. If you've been assigned to support one of the events listed on this screen, each of these competitive events will use an interactive 360-degree platform called ThingLink. Section leaders will provide a link for the ThingLink in the chat for each competitor or team. The section leader will instruct the competitor to share their screen to view the competitor or team's advance through the scenario. Section leaders will start the timer after the competitor or team has read the instructions and clicks the arrow to advance into the 360-degree scenario. The competitor will state "my answer is" to provide their answer for each question. The judge will indicate the score based on the first answer given after the above statement is made. If this is a team event, competitors may discuss their answer before providing their response, but only one competitor should be designated to state "our answer is." The section leader will stop the competitor after 12 minutes have concluded if needed. This is what ThingLink looks like. This is just an example for you to see. So you can see that they have this virtual room here if your event was nursing assisting. Okay. The competitors would click on this home button. The scenario shows up. Students or teams read this scenario. The student then would move on to this question. Remember that the student or competitor should respond, "my answer is," give their answer, and the judge will score their answer using the rubric. Second question, third question, and you can see so on and so forth. If you are a holding room attendant, here is the list of materials that you should have with you on January 11th. Section leaders, this is a list of materials that you must have access to on January 11th. You may want to print some of the event guidelines, and it does help to have dual screens if possible. As a reminder, and was communicated by the state management team through various updates and information this fall, the support from all affiliated local HOSA advisors is needed to make the RLC Live Day possible. If for some reason you are able to fulfill your Live Day support role, it is extremely important that you provide a proxy and notify me right away. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to be a HOSA advisor and to help with this important event.